What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? NoSlack Novak here with new episodes for Season 4 of NoSlack Racing. If you've stuck through the first 3 seasons, thank you very much. I'm very, very happy to have gotten this all the way to Season 4. Again, who knows? This might be the last season. It might not. Might look to start a new team, possibly. Kind of learn from our mistakes and just kind of start over. But I'm not sure how likely that is. Now, real quick, going into Season 4, want to give you guys a quick overview of what happened in the off-season and kind of what the plan is for the upcoming season. If you guys watched the last episode, which was the off-season episode, then you guys will know that we lost Falco. He decided to go up into a higher racing series. He was no longer happy in the European Racing Series, but that's fine. That's fine. That's his preference. His contract expired. He had no loyalty with us, but whatever. Anyways, so we did get Jamie Greaves, who's definitely not as good as Falco, but he's not too shabby. He's got 2.5 stars. He's got the potential to be just a little bit more than 3 stars. And we still maintained Laura. She actually signed a brand new 2-year contract, so she's going to be with us for quite some time. She is over 3 stars, and she's going to be working on getting to 4 stars this season. Now, we also extended some of our staff. We've got Ellen McBride, our race mechanic. We extended her for 3 years. She's got pretty solid potential, too. She's a 2-star. She can get up all the way up to 3.5. And, of course, we maintained Billy Evans on the team, even though he kind of pissed us off a couple seasons ago, right, with sneaking stuff out of our headquarters. But you know what? We forgave him. We'll give him another chance. That being said, real quick, I want to check out Jamie just real fast. Driver details. He's only got 2 for cornering. That is a big thing that he's going to need to improve on. Hopefully that improves faster than not. But that being said, we are designing new car parts for our vehicle. You can see the new design here too. This season we're going to go with kind of a red and black look there. But we are working on this engine. That's going to be done in 4 days, 18 hours. So 2 days after the first race of the season, which is fine. I think what we're going to do is right after this engine gets finished, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go right back into building another brand new engine. Of course, we're going to try to make it legal because we want to use it this season. And if you look over here, we have $24 million. Now, I think last season we kind of made a mistake. We upgraded something in the HQ. I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was a telemetry center or something that had to do with the forecasting center. I believe that's what we upgraded. We're no longer going to be upgrading stuff in our HQ, at least not this season. We're going to put the majority of this money directly into car parts. We want to improve our cars. We want to have the top-notch cars in the racing series. Now, with $24 million, we should be able to do that no problem, just because we are going to be getting sponsorship opportunities along the way. As you can see, after this first race, we're going to have 2 sponsorship openings, and then after the second race, we will have another, and then after the third race, yet another one. Now, we're trying to get this marketability up over 70% so that we can get some of those 4-star sponsors. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that. Unfortunately, Jamie here, I don't think, has too great of a marketing percentage here. So he's only at 36, so that kind of sucks. But, Laura, what's she at? Laura's at 67, and then I think our team is pretty solid. I think we're at 100. I cannot tell you. Here we are, 60. Well, that's our overall. Can't tell you exactly what our team marketability is, but hopefully after this race, if we place pretty well, then hopefully we'll get that up to 100. That being said, let's go ahead and go right into it. Actually, you know what, real quick, I want to check out our car parts too. We definitely have to improve the reliability on a lot of these parts. Oh, man, so we're at right around 50 for most. Again, you know what, I think this is something that I completely missed out on. Oh, man, this is something I kind of forgot about, which sucks. It just means that our car parts for this first race are going to be absolute trash. You know what, though? Not much we can do about that. Let's go ahead and improve the gearboxes and the engines. But we're not going to be putting the points directly towards performance. We're going to shove it all towards reliability. And, yeah, we're definitely going to have some issues this first race. Hopefully, though, we'll get those up there into the 70s and 80s sooner rather than later. We're not going to mess with any of the stripping of the car parts, clearly, because, there's not much performance or reliability that we can strip. So, again, let's go ahead, go straight into the first race of the season, and hopefully we do pretty dang well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and I believe, 7th, 3rd, or 2nd. You know what, let's just stick with 7th. It's worked for us in the past. We'll do that. Part fitting. Now, we want to make sure that Laura has the best parts. So let's just double check that real quick. Best brakes, yes, she's got those. She does have the best engine as well. She has, looks like she has the best of everything, which is excellent. Jamie can have the rest. Laura's got, as you can see here too, Laura is our number 1, Jamie is number 2, and the contracts show that. If you look down there towards the bottom, contract status number 2, and Laura over here, contract status number 1. So they're both content, which we've had a real tough time getting both of our drivers to be okay with their cars. But now that we have a legitimate number 2 driver, he is happy with that. Well, he might not be happy, but he's content. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into the practice session. I will focus on the practice sessions. I will not be showing you guys those this season, kind of like I did towards the end of Season 3, just because they're kind of boring, it's repetitive, and I don't feel like you guys really enjoy them all that much. So next time you guys hear from me, we'll be starting off the first race of the season. All right. Okay, guys, so here we are, just before the first race of the season, and the practice went pretty well. For the most part, Laura was number 1 in the practice session. However, it did stop kind of raining towards the end, so people on the softs and the mediums did surpass her because we kept her on the intermediates the entire time, which is actually pretty good. Because as we can see here, about lap 8, it is going to start raining, and there is going to be some water on the track, so we are going to have to use the intermediate tires at some point. Now, with that said, we do have the race trim in the intermediate little package knowledge here that we're going to use because, well, really it's the only thing that they actually have available. You can kind of see our little setup there. We're going to go ahead, we're going to save this 96% here for Laura, and then I think we're going to pretty much stick with that. I'm not going to tweak that too much just because I'm not 100% sure which direction these need to go in, so I don't want to jeopardize hurting it for just like a 1 or 2% bonus. So we're going to go with that. To start off the race, just because, like I said, I think the first probably 7, maybe 8 laps are going to be pretty dry. So I think we're going to stick with the softs for that amount of time. And again, we have to remember, last year we voted on the rule to where there's no longer going to be any refueling. You're stuck. 37 laps on the race. We've got 37 laps worth of fuel in our vehicle. So, we just kind of got to stick with that. Hopefully we don't make any stupid mistakes and kind of run low on that because that could really, really, really hurt us. So that's what we're going to do over there for Laura. And then for Jamie over here, we can see that his setup is pretty solid too, but we are going to actually use this one, the 98. So we're going to save that one, and we're going to use that setup as well. Just make sure we did that right. Tire choices, again, we're going to go with the softs just for the first few laps of the race. And then fuel options, nothing to change there, and I think we're good to go. As far as the fuel strategy, I think we're going to stick on medium, but then the driving style, we're going to go to push, just because we kind of do want to heat up those tires just a little bit going into the race. Now, that being said too, let's check real quick where our drivers are in the start of the race. Laura's going to be in 8th, Jamie's going to be in 10th. Not horrible, right there in the middle of the pack. Let's go ahead and go. Let's kick off Season 4 of NoSlack Racing, huh? We're going to go into Speed 2. We're going to kind of, try to avoid using 3 at the beginning of these races. We're just going to watch this stuff play out a little bit. Laura's in 9th, Jamie's in 11th. Oh wow, they're 8th and 10th now, right where they started. A couple of people, Laura included, went way off track there. What the hell was that, Laura? What the hell was that? I mean, it's better you do it then than 10 laps from now, but jeez. You just lost 12 spots because of that mistake, your little mental mistake there. Alright, Jamie. Jamie's in 11th. Laura's in 19th. She's got a lot of fighting to do. Come on, buddy. Speed up a little bit. Go to speed 3. He's in 11th. Laura's way back down to 20th. Back up to 19th for Laura. Jamie, come on, buddy. I really like our new design, too. That red really stands out with that black. So it's very easy to see our cars. Look at that. Jamie's moving up, doing some nice work. He's in 9th. Laura's also doing a little bit of advancement there. She's in 17th now. Not bad, not bad. However, Jamie, 9th. I really like to see that. New driver on the team. Replaced Falco, who left. You know, he wasn't too happy with NoSlack Racing, I guess, being in the European Racing Series, so he decided to bolt. Not quite sure where exactly he went. That might be something that we want to look at. Now, we have to remember, it is going to start raining here soon. Probably 2-3 laps from now. So we are going to want to switch to intermediate tires pretty quickly. And then it looks like we might actually, towards lap 20, we're going to have to go to wets. So that is going to be interesting. It is going to work out fine for us, though. I mean, it's nice the fact that we don't have to worry about refueling. I'm thinking Jamie's in 8th, Laura's in 15th, so she's doing a pretty good job of moving up as well. We're going to want to pit Jamie here pretty soon. He is in 8th. He is running the softs, so he's down to 31% on his tires. And it is going to start raining here pretty soon. So I'm thinking let's go ahead and bring him in now. We're going to give him intermediate tires. Check out his parts real quick. Nothing to really worry about too much. Pit strategy, we're going to stick to balanced, I think. Yep, let's go ahead and do that. So Jamie's going to come in here on this next go around. And then I think we're going to have Laura come in the lap after that. 30 laps remaining. Hopefully it starts raining here. Take advantage of these intermediate tires that we're switching to. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, I'd really love for it to start raining here. Let's put Laura on intermediate tires as well. It is going to start raining pretty soon. You know what? Hold on. Let's check to see exactly where Laura is. Okay, she just passed the pit lane, so we're definitely going to have her switch, go to intermediates. Parts are looking okay. Looking okay. Balanced. Yep, we're going to go with that. Don't want to take a chance here. So Laura's now in 11th. Jamie fell down to 18th. But I think Jamie being on those intermediates is going to really start helping out here soon, because it should. Yeah, you're wondering why we're not on slicks. Because, buddy, I can forecast the weather. That's why you're not on slicks, okay? A little bit of a hiccup there, huh? 29 laps remaining. Laura's coming in a pit, getting some intermediate tires. And here comes the rain, guys. Here it comes. We should see our drivers definitely having a nice little advantage on the rest of the field here. They're all running those medium tires, as we can see. We are 2 of the 4 drivers running intermediates right now, and it should really give us a nice little advantage here in the first lap or 2 before these guys pit. 17th and 18th, moving up to 16th and 17th respectively now for Jamie and Laura. A lot of drivers are still on those medium tires though. I want to say 10 of the top 12 drivers are all on mediums. They're going to be pitting now, which will allow us to now pass them up. 16th and 17th, heading around the corner, and we are now in 15th and 16th. Come on. Top 3 drivers, 4 of the top 5 are all going to have to make a pit stop still. Okay, come on guys, let's do it. Start catching up. Tires could use a little bit of a heat up. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go to push for both of our drivers. And then we're looking pretty good on the fuel strategy too. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to conserve that all the way until the end. And then what we're going to do, we're going to just go on overtake on the last, maybe lap or 2 of the race. See if that works out for us. Alright, pretty much everybody except for the, looks like 7th and 8th place drivers have pit for intermediates. They're going to have to pretty soon. Laura's all the way up to 12th now, which is excellent. Jamie fell down to 14th. Let's see if Laura can gain a little bit more ground here on 11th place driver, Dreyfus. And she does. She's in 11th now, and looks like she's going to pass up for 10th, which is beautiful. Looks like she passed up both of the drivers, Dreyfus and Rogers. Not quite sure which team they're on, but they both have the purple card. Alright, let's maintain here. Jamie's got 41 left on his tires, and Laura's got 48. So when is the rain supposed to stop? Doesn't look like the rain is going to stop, and we're going to have to move over to slicks here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and go down to neutral on the tires, just because we don't want to wear them out too quickly. I'd really like to be able to get another, probably 2 more laps. Probably 2-3 more laps out of them. Laura's now in 9th, Jamie's in 13th. Laura's doing a pretty good job. She is 2 spots out of that sponsor's objective. Quite a ways away too, about 16 seconds. Don't really like to see that too much, but nothing we can do about that now besides just let her race. Oh man, let's go ahead and pit Jamie just because his tires are kind of getting a little too worn down for my liking. We're going to switch over to the wet tires. Park condition is looking okay. We are going to have to fix this here pretty soon, which is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and... should we just fix it now? 6 seconds, 14 seconds. We do have 20 laps remaining. There's no way that that is going to last another 20 laps. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a chance. We're going to switch it now. Just because I know for a fact we're going to have to. Not for a fact, but I'm 99% positive we are going to have to make that switch. Now, after Jamie goes in there and does his little pit stop, we're going to have Laura do the same. She is going to have to switch to the wets here pretty soon. We might try to have her last one more lap. Yeah, let's try to have her go one more lap. That being said, we're going to go ahead and switch her down to conserve on the tires. And now is when we're going to schedule her pit stop. Let's go ahead and go to wets. Park condition. Looking okay. Definitely looking better than Jamie. Pit stop, if we do balance, we'll be right there. Oh, if we do fast, we'll be competing. We should exit well ahead. You know what, we're going to just go with balanced. And we should be okay. So Jamie's now on the wet tires. That's probably going to take about a lap for it to kick in and really, you know, take advantage of that. Laura's going to be coming in here very soon. A few drivers have already switched over to the wets. Water on the track just says wet, doesn't say soaked, but that's going to change here pretty soon. Laura is leaving pit lane, looks like 12th. Yep, she's going to leave 12th, so we're in 12th and 17th right now. With Laura being in 12th, she is a full 40 seconds, ouch, a full 40 seconds behind Gerard for 7th, which is unfortunate. I do not like to see that. Oh, man. 12th and 17th, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and put her back up to push, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put Jamie up to push as well. Heat up those tires just a little bit. Most of the field is on the wets already, right? However, looks like probably half the field is still on the intermediates, so they're going to have to switch here. We should see a nice little advantage here for the next few laps while some of those other drivers have to pit for the wet tires, because they're going to have to switch. Looks like it's going to be soaked for the remainder of the race. Not quite sure if our tires are going to be able to make it the rest of the 15 laps, but we'll see. We'll see. 8th place for Laura now. Excellent, excellent. 16th for Jamie. Let's go ahead and check him out a little more closely, see where he is. All right, he's going to be passing up pit lane here. Everybody's on wet tires now. 14 laps remaining. Jamie does have 2 extra laps worth of fuel, it appears. I'm thinking we might want to start using some of that. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put him on overtake. Start using up some of those 2 laps worth of fuel. Laura's only got the 1. We're going to kind of just, you know, chill a little bit. Jamie there was forced to let the 4th place driver get ahead of him. I don't like that too much. They should just let him race. Let's go back to Laura over here. Laura's actually not too far behind Jamie, huh? 8th place, which is nice. She is 9 seconds behind 7th place Alo, which is where we really want to be. In the money. Get that $600,000 bonus. Okay, she's doing okay. She's 3 seconds ahead of the 9th place driver, and she's 10 seconds behind Alo. Let's go ahead and check out Jamie again. 10 laps remaining. Jamie's in 16th, however, he should be making a little bit of a push here, seeing as how he is on the aggressive overtake strategy with his fuel. Not seeing anything too... Laura's going to have to pit here, which is actually fine. What we're going to do, we have 10 laps remaining, and the tires she has are only good for 5 to 7 more laps. So we're going to have her pit for a new set of wet tires. We're going to go ahead, we're going to change out that suspension. We're going to leave everything else the way it is. You know what, actually? You know what, I'm thinking we're going to have to probably fix this, was it the brakes? I'm thinking we're going to have to fix these brakes. That is going to push it back 7 seconds, but then it will allow her, that'll allow her to probably go the rest of the race without having to do anything. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to take that chance with Laura. Jamie is in 16th. Let's go ahead and lower him back on medium over here, and we're going to go ahead and bring him down on the driving style as well. Same thing over here. We're going to put her on the neutral. Actually, you know what? She is pitting right now. She is going to get new tires. They're going to have to get warmed up a little bit, so we're going to keep her on push. Jamie is in 16th. Could be making a move here. Could be making a move around the corner, maybe. Nope. Looks like he just continues to get passed up. Laura is in 12th. She's a ways away too. She's 14, more than 14 seconds behind 11th place, which is unfortunate. However, some of those drivers might have to pit for new tires. Let's go ahead and put Laura back on a neutral for the driving style, and I think maybe, you know what, let's put her on high. Just start using up some of that extra fuel that she has. Greaves over here, Jamie is going to have to pit for new tires as well. You know what, let's go ahead and do that right now. We're going to have him finish the race on the wets as well. Parts are looking, they're looking okay. I mean, looks like there's a little bit of an alert here for the front suspension, but it's not in the red, so we're going to leave that alone. And balanced, fast, yeah, we're going to stick with balanced, and let's go ahead and knock that out. And then, of course, when it comes out, we're going to have to put him on push to kind of warm up those tires. Laura's looking good. 12th place. Tire temperature is fine. She's got excess fuel, which is good. Jamie should be fine as well. He's got the wets. He's got 8 laps. He's got a little bit of extra fuel going for him as well. Let's go ahead and put him on the high engine mode. Just kind of start eating up on that fuel. Can we take a look at your gearbox? Really, is there something wrong with your gearbox? I mean, you're at 29%. You're not in the red yet. We're going to leave you... Nope, we're going to cancel that pit stop. We're going to leave you where you are, Laura. No sense in having you pit right now. 11th place Rogers has some sort of a mechanical failure, which allowed Laura to go up to 11th. Not going to complain about that. Let's go ahead and pick up Laura's temperature on her tires. And then for Jamie, we could actually do the opposite. We can kind of lower that a little bit. Come on, Laura. I need you to start doing a little bit of catching up. Looking good on the fuel for both of our drivers. We are going to want to monitor that pretty closely, though. Also, 7th place Gerard and 9th place Brown. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to pit here again for new tires. Hopefully, that's something that they're going to have to do. Laura's in 10th now. She is 20 seconds behind the 7th place driver. I'm not confident she's going to be able to get up there. Oh, looks like first place drivers Zarate and second place are both having a pit. Oh, wow, a lot of the top drivers are having a pit. Laura, this is your opportunity. Come on, girl, let's pass them up. 9th place for Laura right now. 9th place, come on. Still in 9th? Moved up. No, we're still in 9th, okay. Jamie's in 13th. Let's go ahead and check out their fuel. Their fuel situation is fine. Tire temperatures are fine for both drivers as well. Somebody just retired. Doesn't affect us. Both of our drivers were ahead of Capel. Laura's in 9th. Jamie's in 13th. 2 laps remaining. 9th place Laura is still a solid 15-16 seconds behind 7th place Yusuchev, so probably not going to get into the money there. Fuel-wise, we're looking fine. I'm thinking we could probably... man, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this last little stretch, and then we're going to put them both on overtake. Bam, go to overtake. Overtake over here as well, and pick up the tire temperature over here. Driving style attack. And I think we're going to stick with push right there. Laura is in 9th. Let's go ahead and monitor her a little bit closely. Should be okay there. Excess fuel, she finished. Laura finished 9th. Jamie is going to finish, if he hasn't already, up 13th. Okay, so first race of the season, we finished 9th and 13th. Not exactly where we wanted to be. Not quite sure what we did wrong there either. Maybe we switched our tires a little too early. Not quite sure if that was the reason behind that, or maybe we just pit a little too early. Let's see. Arbeloa did 8, 10, 12, and 7. So let's see. 8, 10, 12, and 7. Laura did 8, 11, 8, and 10. So I don't really see too big of a... Arbeloa probably pit for wets about a lap sooner, right? Yep, he did. A lap sooner than Ingledew. I don't think that was an issue. I think what the issue was, especially with Laura, is that she had that little overtake issue going into one of the first turns of the race, and that cost her dearly because she was, I want to say, an 8th, and then she dropped down all the way to 20th. So that cost her 12 spots right there. She would have had a lot better chance of competing with some of these drivers had that not happened. That being said, too, Jamie started off in 10th, and he kind of, for the most part, he maintained that. He did 7, 10, and then 12 and 7. Jamie is, Jamie, he has the lesser vehicle, and he's not as good of a driver. Plus, I think a lot of that had to do with the cornering, too. So I fully expect Jamie to finish right around the middle of the pack, somewhere from like 8 to 12 for the most part. And then Laura, I'd really like her to get up there and start finishing a little bit higher. Oh, another thing too that I kind of forgot about is the car parts. The reliability wasn't good, so we did have to do a few changes there. I'm sure other teams did as well, but I'm sure that played a role in both of our drivers finishing where they did. Okay, so our post-race team report. Both of our drivers are improving. The cornering over here for Jamie, not improving as much as I would like it to, because it does suck pretty bad right now. I'd like to get that much, much, much higher. Now, unfortunately, too, we were expected to finish 4th. We came in 6th, which is not it's not good for our chairman, and it actually brought our marketability down by 0.67%, which is very unfortunate because we definitely want to get up there to the 4-star marketability, right? Let's go ahead and continue on. We lost $1.3 million, which actually isn't horrible. If we had gotten... Wait, we got the sponsor bonus? Oh, hold on a second. So negative 1.3. Looks like we got that sponsor's bonus. Did I miss something? Drivers standings. Where are we? This is the World Motorsport Championship roundup. Asia Pacific Super Cup. Oh, real quick. Let's see. Is Falco here anywhere? Falco. No, I don't see Falco there. Maybe he moved up. Maybe he's in the World Motorsport Championship. I'm not sure. No, Laura finished 9th and Jamie finished 13th. So I'm not quite sure why we got that sponsor's objective money. It did look like we got it, right? We are in 6th overall as a team. Okay. We're on the heels of Silva. Not a big deal there. And our engine is built now too, which is excellent. That is great. Let's go ahead and start working on that puppy there. We'll go into the car. We can't do the car part improvements, but we can start working on yet another engine. Now, let's go ahead and come over here. We'll go to top speed. And then what should we do over here? Top speed plus 25. That looks nice. Top speed plus 35, but it does give us the risk level, which we're not going to mess with. And then over here, we can do plus 25 or plus 15 to max and plus 20 top speed. Top speed, reliability, no. So if you choose this one, we'll be at 409, 443, and over here we'll be at 404 and 453. So that will allow us to work on that all the way up to 453. So I'm definitely thinking we're going to go with that. That's going to take us 16.9 days to work on, and it's going to be done 8 days before the race, and it's going to cost us 1.6. Let's go ahead and build that engine right there, and that's a pretty solid engine too. Let's go ahead. We're going to have to check out our mail too. Car condition, interview. Yes, we're going to do this interview. We're going to accept that. Laura has claimed that your brakes seem to be holding the team back. She needs to button it. We need more investment in our HQ. I have to hold up my hands. What here is not going to cost us when it comes to marketability? I think I'm going to say we need to invest more in our HQ. Hopefully, yeah, that lowered the chairman's happiness, but it didn't mess with our marketability, which is what I'm pretty concerned about right now. Let's go ahead and continue on. And I just really want to continue until the car repairs are complete, which they are now, which is beautiful. Real quick, car, improve parts. Let's go ahead and get rid of this engine. And I'm thinking, you know what, let's take a chance. Let's get rid of the other engine as well. So we're going to continue working on these, the gearboxes. And then we're going to work on the new engine. So the new engine's over here. And then we are going to work on, wait a minute, that's not all that great. I mean, that's not that much better than what I thought it was going to be. But you know what, oh well. We're just going to have to suck it up. So yeah, we're going to work on that one. Let's go ahead and take off these engines here. We're going to put that one in there instead. And because let's see real quick, the new engine is going to be designed about 8 days before the race, so I think I'm going to want to use that one as opposed to the ones that we already have here. So that will then allow us to focus a little bit more on, let's focus on the suspension, because I want to say that is what broke for both of our drivers. So let's focus on that. We're going to put all the points into reliability. Those are going to be done 19 days before the race, but we're not really trying to get those done, 19 days after the race. We're not trying to get them done before the race. We're just trying to get those up into respectability, somewhere in like the 70s. That way we won't have to work on them every single freaking race. Okay, so we're going to do that. Let's go over here to sponsorships, see what kind of offers we have available. They're not going to be the best just because we're not at that 4-star marketability. Upfront payment here. This is going to be good for 4 races, which will allow us to get new marketability pretty soon. So I think we're going to want to go with this one. 4 races, 6 races. Upfront money, $400,000. Yeah, we definitely want to go with this one right here. We'll accept that. $800 extra, which pretty much paid for half of our new engine. And then what do we have here? Ooh, 1 million and then 1.8, Let's go ahead and simulate just a little bit more and get that third offer in there. Not too worried about the scouting here. However, that does remind me. Let's go ahead and scout some of these new drivers. And then also, let's try to see. So Falco joined a team in the GT Championship. Interesting. Okay, well, good luck with that, Falco. Almost at 4 stars. Pretty solid driver. Yeah, definitely would have been nice to keep him. But you know what? He is now in a much, much higher racing series, so good for him. Let's check out some of these drivers that do not have teams. So we can scout JD over here. And we can scout these two, 21 and 17-year-old Pascal and Patrick. And do we have anybody else available? Doesn't look like we do. If we click on team, it actually gives us, here we go, scout driver, Anna, 19 years old as well. So we definitely want to scout some of this young talent in case some of our drivers leave. I think we have enough people scouted. Let's go ahead and simulate a little bit more. And you know what, actually, guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Motorsport Manager. 4th season is here. Let's go ahead and check out our sponsorships real quick. We did get that 3rd offer. I think we're going to go with FWK just because that is going to be something that's going to allow us to get another new sponsor this actual season. 1 race before the end of the season, which will give us a chance to get another upfront payment. 1.5 definitely not good enough because this is offering us 1 million plus another close to $2 million bucks just from the per race bonuses. So yeah, we're definitely going to go with this one. FWK, 3 stars, get that $1 million right now. Confirm. Bam. Cha-ching. And we are back up to, we're at $23 million. And that's with the 1.3 getting taken out as well as the 1.6 for the new engine. So, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And be sure to check out all the links in the description. There's some good stuff there. Discord server is up for everyone now. It's not just a Patreon thing. It is up for everyone. Highly suggest you guys check that out. Come over and chat with me a little bit there. A little bit more real time than just commenting on some of these videos. But yeah, stay tuned for episode 2. It's going to be out here pretty soon, maybe tomorrow or the day after. And you guys can see how we performed on the 2nd race of the season with the new engines too. So yeah. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.